Okay, here's a lesson on subtracting with integers. I'm going to start with simple problems, and then I will go on to more advanced. All right, so let's start with number 1. Okay, or the first problem. You have 7 minus -3. Well, you know, when it comes to the rule of double negative, okay, what we do is we make sure we change that right away into since it's double negative, you're going to change that into addition. So you can rewrite this. Okay, so here's a rewrite. Okay, this as 7 plus 3, which is equal to 10, just positive 10. All right. Another way you can look at it is you can, let me do this over 7 minus -3. Well, in algebraic way, you can consider this as an invisible identity 1 right here. Okay, so you can take, so if you were to expand this out, this would be -1 times -3. Well, you know, when you multiply negative times a negative, your product is going to be positive, and 1 times 3, that's just going to give you 3. So either way, you get the same thing. So you would rewrite this, bring this over here, and you would have 7 plus 3, which is 10. All right, much like what we have here. Okay, let's go on to another example where, oh, by the way, feel free to pause the video or go back to look at it again, to replay it again if you still need to clarify, or you simply want to replay it to do just to remind yourself of the concept. All right, let's look at number 2. Number 2 is something a little more complex. We have 5 times -10, okay, plus 17 minus 28. All right, I want to focus on this minus 28 first. Whenever from now on, when you see if you see minus 28, I want you to go ahead and consider this minus sign as being part of the 28. So this is actually a negative 28. That's why sometimes you know, math books, they even put this inside a parenthesis, and is simply mark that a 17 plus -28. So whenever you see a minus 28, consider this as negative 28, and the 17 just plus 28. Okay, so make sure you understand that, because this rule will apply to algebra. So I really want you to, you know, look at that rule. All right, so let's rewrite the whole thing as, let's go ahead and simplify. We know that 5 times -10, that's going to give us -50. Okay, I know what the rest, we just really bring everything down. So plus 17 plus -28. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and use the box, because the box really helped organize my math. So on the left is negative and positive. The 50, since it's negative, it goes in the negative box. This 28 negative goes in the negative box, and also the 17. All right, you know, I showed you the rules before. If the number appear in the same box initially, just go ahead and combine them, which gives you 78. Take the smaller number up the bunch, bring it over, subtract, take the difference. So that's going to be 61. And since 61 is in the negative box, your final simplified expression is -61. Okay. All right, now let's move on to the last one. The last one is the one that combines all the concepts that you have learned together. So this is the one, this is the pretty much the culmination problem. Everything exists in this problem. So feel free to replay the last one, okay? Number 3, I'm going to put a big star because this is going to be a quiz question, okay? All right, check this out. I have 7 squared plus -3 cubed, or -3 to the 3rd power, minus a -9 times -5. Okay, I want to show you, this is the mistake that a lot of people make. Okay, so here's a very common mistake, and I want you to avoid this. I know the first thing you're noticing is you're noticing right away that there is a double negative, so you almost want to make this positive 9 already. But before we do any kind of addition or subtraction or anything that we change the operation sign, you have to look at what's happening. The first thing I have to look at is that this is actually multiplying. Okay, so if we go to PEMDAS, all right, go PEMDAS, we look at parentheses, and we don't have, we look at exponent as well, but in this case, inside here, we got to focus on multiplication. Okay, so we do multiplication always before we do subtraction or addition. So if the first thing I have to do is I have to multiply these two together. That's going to give me positive 45. And I'm going to keep it inside the parenthesis for the sake of it. Well, you don't really need a positive sign. I'm going to bring down the rest. This is minus. And then I'm going to rewrite the rest as 7 squared plus negative 3 cubed minus 45. Well, essentially minus parenthesis 45. It's really the same thing, it's just minus 45. Okay, so once again, I want you to consider this as part of the number 45. In between that, we add in the addition. Okay, and now we're looking at between these two exponents. I can do whichever order I want, but I'll just start from the left. I'm even going to write it in expanded form. So this expanded form looks like this. 7 squared in expanded form looks like this. 7 times 7, and we know that equals to 49. So I'm going to write 49 down here already. Okay, so I'm looking at negative 3 cubed. So this expand out looks like this, negative 3. I'm going to put it inside a parenthesis just so that it's easy to look at. Times negative 3 times negative 3. Okay, well, let's take it one step at a time. Negative 3 times negative 3, we know that's positive 27. Positive 27 times negative 3, we know whatever it is, it's going to be a negative product. So I can go on the side and I can write 27 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. Write the 1. Carry the 2. 3 times 2 is 6. No, I'm sorry. Oh my God, that was a bad mistake. Negative 3 times negative 3 is actually positive 9. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Sorry. Okay. All right. So negative 9 times negative 3, it's negative 27. So I'm going to rewrite over here. I'm going to carry this down. Plus negative 27. And bring in the rest is plus negative 45. Okay, let me rewrite the whole thing so you won't be confused. So 49 plus negative 27 plus negative 45. Okay, so now let's use the box. Okay, organize everything inside. Negative and positive. The negative goes inside, so 27 and 45. And the positive is 49. Let's go ahead and combine these two. That's going to give me 72. Bring the smaller number over and take the difference. That's going to give me 6. 12 minus 9 is 3. And 6 minus 4 is 2. So it's negative 23. Okay, thank you.